Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of the Armoured. Today I want to go back in time. on Armoured Warfare, I want to go back in time to my first ever premium tank. That was the XM1. The XM1 is definitely one of those tanks, because it's my first premium and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Funny enough, WZ1224 was my second premium tank, and these two tanks are I really do like. But a thing came to mind when I first got this tank. The M1 Abrams, right, used to have, if I could get it up, it used to have composite armor, and it used to be really good at it. It used to be really good at, you know, blocking damage and all that. But then they changed to steel, and what I found out is, because I decided, oh okay, I'm gonna get the M1 Abrams bag, and I'm disappointed. I am highly disappointed, because out of all the games I've played in the XM1, ever since its armor changed, it is seriously, it's underpowered. It's underpowered in the armor section. In the gun section, 8.2 seconds with a 105mm M68. I mean, the M68 uses the same gun, but I mean the gun is alright. Oh, your 3000 damage per minute is pretty good, but the armor. Now, I do have to say this, steel is better at deflecting ATGMs at sharp angles instead of composite. Composite is a bit of a funny armor system where if it's at a sharp angle, ATGMs seem to go through it better than steel. And I found that out because of two certain tanks I have. The Object 279 and the IS-7. These two tanks are fantastic at blocking ATGM. I mean, if you get up to tier 6 ATGM vehicles, yes, they will have a much better chance of penning your vehicle. But tier 5 ATGMs will struggle really badly to pen the IS-7. Object 279 is godlike against ATGMs. It is fabulous. The M1 Abrams is it's appalling. It's I can't even explain it. It's ever since it's been nerfed, like aka nerf, because this is a nerf. This is a big nerf against against, you know, APF SDS, against heat fin stabilized, especially against Hesh. But I mean, if we look at the tank, okay, an ATGM, if I'm correct here, so if I get, say, the swing fire, so I'll get the swing fire up, tank destroy, swing fire, get the better ATGM. Now of course, I mean, I'm pretty sure that this has the M1 Abrams does have turret composite slits, where it's like, you know, it's slits of composite put in the turret. They are very strong, the turret cheeks are very strong, but the rest of it, I don't know. I don't know why they would put it as steel. I don't know why they would put it as steel. I think they may have mixed it up, because if we look at the XM1, yeah, it's a fairly strong tank. But if we look at the swing fire, get the swing fire out, the armor is stronger on the XM. The XM1's a bloody prototype. It's meant to be weaker than the M1 Abrams. It is stronger than the M1 Abrams. 1,000 millimeters of armor, 1,233 on the turret cheeks. It's a little bit weaker at the top of the turret cheeks, but that's just, it's 1,500 plus on the gun mantlet. The gun mantlet is made out of bloody composite. And then you go to the M1 Abrams, yes, it can block, you know, most ATGMs, but the armor, it's a little bit weaker than the oh, look at that, 900 that oh my, oh god, I can't put this into perspective. This is embarrassing. This is the M1 Abrams is meant to be stronger than the XM1, and yet the XM1, that is a prototype to the M1 Abrams, is stronger than the M1 Abrams. If I'm correct, it's also quicker than the M1. Yeah, 72 kilometers an hour, 77 kilometers an hour. Now, it does have less DPM. I'll have to say that. The camouflage, I mean, oh, can't press and garage, that's right. It has better fumage as well. The targeting is better. So this tank is better overall. I can see why they've made this a premium, because it's better than the Tech Tree tank. The M1 Abrams had thicker turret armor. It had thicker what was it, upper plate armor, because it was made of blooming composite, and yet we have this premium tank that, when I got it, was steel, and it was a pretty alright tank. It wasn't as strong as the M1 Abrams, but now it's stronger than the M1 Abrams. I don't think it has much, as many hit points. I didn't check the hit points. 2,850 defense, 2,000. They have the same hit points. 360, 95, 45. I think the M1 Abrams has thicker side armor. So if we get the stats of this, oh no, I'm looking at the wrong tank. Stats, there you go. 180, 40, 500, 230, 40. And you got the stats of this. Are you taking the donkey biscuit? So yes, it has slightly weaker side armor and rear armor, if I'm correct. $40, 40. So 40 on the back of the hull, 40 on the back of the turret. Nope. It may have weaker side armor, but it has stronger rear armor and stronger tail armor. Oh, never change Armoured Warfare. Never change. Oh Christ. I mean, get this into perspective. If an M1 Abrams was fighting against an XM1, yes, it has better DPM. Penetration 450. Right? Remember that, guys. 450mm of penetration. Let's look at its heat round. 450mm. Hesh round 270. AP round 440. So 270, 440. 270, 440. Okay? 270, 440. 270 for completely the same loadout. Okay? The same loadout. Keep that in mind. Same loadout. And yet, I'm just lost for words. You have a tank here where not only does it perform better than its counterpart being M1 Abrams, but it's a premium. Oh, by the way, it has better DPM. Yeah, better DPM. This is beyond words. So we're going to take this tank out and you know, just see how it goes, really, because this tank, when I first got it, I fell in love with this tank. I did. Alright. When I got the M1 Abrams, I didn't like it as much. I thought it was definitely slower. It turned slower. It said it had, you know, better armor. It had, you know, composite armor. But it didn't feel like it had composite. It felt like it had, you know, gloop armor. Everything seemed to... Yeah, I know, ever since its armor's been changed to steel, it has very good toe armor. Not as good as the XM1 for some bizarre reason. But back in the days, the M1 Abrams didn't really perform like an M1 Abrams. It performed more like a World War II tank. No armor whatsoever. I mean, you have armor where you don't. So we're just gonna try this tank out. And to be honest, I don't see a lot of M1s anymore. I mean, I see a couple of M1A2s and
the PLM have liberated the port and 2 cargo ships. Please take back control of the port area so civilian shipping can resume.
So it is a fairly maneuverable
There are also
tank.
SAMs in the area.
I want to go into a position that I find extremely trolly,
and retake them.
and it's a very trolly position, and I'm pretty sure. Can this person shut up?
PLM friends won't be happy about you being there.
Shut up!
Here they come. So the PLM has a surprise for us. Find cover and fight your way out of there.
This is the spot where you can sit and you can seriously frustrate the enemy. It does take a bit of a while to...
but there are more SAMs out there and we can't send special forces in until they are all cleared.
You may take a couple of hits, but that's, you know, normal. Because in this position, it's a very good position, but at times you can, you can get penned. So we're gonna go back up. Just be careful. Keep our tank at an angle, so he won't be able to pen us. And hopefully, if we just sit here and just wait. Oh, hello. Can we hit him at all?
Loader, heat.
I'm going to back up because our turret armor is extremely strong. Definitely, definitely strong against chemical rounds. It's a little bit weaker against your normal, APFSDS round.
Identify target. Hostile tank. No
there you go.
panic.
We've just bounced an ATGM.
We took a hit.
That one penned.
They hit our track. Identify. Hostile tank. We're tracked.
Oh.
Track repaired. Smoke out. Move. Loader, heat.
What we're going to do?
Identify targets. Hostile PC.
I'm going to sit right here.
Loader, heat. Identify target. Hostile tank. Threat destroyed.
I'm going to keep our tank angled.
Identify.
Cover.
They hit my sight. Hostile tank. Target locked. Load heat. Target locked.
Not sure if these containers can
Identify.
be destroyed or
Hostile
not.
tank.
If they can't, that'd be excellent.
Load heat.
Did I just damage both first tracks? That's a bit weird.
Target down.
And that's a Leopard 2AV. Very, very strong tank.
Identify target. Hostile tank. No effect.
Wow. Still completely and utterly bounced off.
Special forces are inbound and are retaking the cargo ship.
We're
Well done.
never really gonna pen this guy.
They nailed us.
Oof, penned our armor. He does have a slow reload because he does have a big gun.
Target immobilized. Target destroyed.
He's gone. Good.
Identify target.
Now
Hostile tank.
we can focus on these guys. Oh no, that's an ATGM.
No pen.
Didn't pen him.
Identify.
Now
Hostile
the
tank.
M1 Abrams does have a more
Loader, heat.
asymmetrical turret, unlike the XM1.
Target down.
Its turret does feel more,
Up.
more like it can absorb more shots, but at the same time,
Identify.
it's
Hostile tank.
disappointing. The M1 is.
Identify. Hostile tank. Loader, heat.
Oh, yes.
Load heat.
Come on.
Loader, heat.
What do you mean he's not there?
Identify target. Hostile PC. Enemy destroyed. No pen.
Can't pencil low plate. That's an ATGM.
Ammo up. No pen.
Nope. So, I mean, it will struggle to pen other
Identify. Hostile
vehicles.
tank. No pen. Loader. Heat.
But I mean, other than that, it's an excellent tank, really.
No effect.
Not get through that MacArthur 1. Just where APFSDS really needs to come into its own light. Unfortunately, I'm not carrying any APFSDS.
Loader. Heat.
Ooh, that was a nasty hit.
Identify. Hostile tank. Ammo. No effect.
I'm trying to find a
Loader.
weak spot on
Heat.
this MacArthur 1 and I can't find them.
Load. Heat.
Nah, damage to tracks. God damn, he's all down now. Can't.
Load. Heat. No effect.
There was a certain weak spot on this vehicle. Where is it?
No effect.
No, that's not it right there. If he pens me, then
Identify.
he-
Hostile PC.
situation.
Loader. Heat.
Damage is alright, that's good. I'm not careful with this guy,
Load. Heat.
he's gonna seriously mess up my day. So his turret, and I don't have the sight of his turret anymore.
Optics damaged. Enemy destroyed.
Got rid of him, that's good, fantastic. That's it. No, focus on him. No, focus on me.
No pen. Load. Heat.
Damn, his armor's strong. If you guys want me to review the MacArthur tanks, then feel free to send me a message. But my god, I'm not going through the front of that armor. I've wasted so many rounds right now. Can't really play him. Oh, he's just been down. Oh, there he goes.
Well executed, Black Company. We
So
expect commerce through
it
the
is a
port to
good
resume shortly.
tank. It's
Good
just
work.
it needs a little bit of practice to play with. You need to find hold down spots. You need to make sure that you cover your weak spots. Definitely cover your hull because your hull is a weak spot. Same with every tank. Other than that, it's a fabulous tank. I mean, it's better TPM than the M1 Abrams. Performs better than the M1 Abrams. I mean, that 142,000. Well, it's really 167,000, but absolutely fabulous gameplay. I will review this tank next, and I think I've already reviewed it, but this was my second premium tank in this game. Second. I'm not even joking, it was second. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs down. Put in the comment section what you think about the XM1. If you own it in Armoured Warfare or War Thunder, what do you think about it? How would you compare the XM1 in Armoured Warfare to the XM1 in War Thunder? Because I do think that the XM1 in Armoured Warfare is probably, a bit too strong for tier 6, and I think it does need a little tiny bit of a dusting. Because right now it's actually performing better than the M1 Abrams. And to be honest, the amount of XM1s I've seen in this game is not a lot, but it is considerably more than the M1 Abrams. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out.